Next guests coming up here are really special to me. I mean, these girls have been up on the stage now for a while talking about how the feds came in and took their husband away from them. Luckily, he just got out, but these people, these kids, I mean, it's happening all over America, but these guys are really bringing it out of the woodwork, telling you their story about what's exactly gone on, how the federal laws, how some of the state laws are ripping families apart. Please, a really big, warm welcome for the Moss family. Come on up here, girls.
Yeah.
Hi, folks. My name is Lorianne Moss, and I love listening to that last person. There's so many levels to this struggle and this issue that maybe just shouldn't be an issue at all. I will try to make a long story short by explaining that on September 30th, 1991, my very happiest ever life with my husband Rob, that had just begun our married life a year and a half prior, all came crashing down when he was convicted of conspiracy to import and distribute marijuana only, no guns, no violence, no prior arrests, no prior convictions, no prior any trouble with the law. This is a conspiracy. They took him away and they gave him 25 years, and there is no parole in the federal system. This is a conspiracy that he was no longer involved with, but it in fact been years. But some other people stayed in it in order to spend no time in prison virtually. They named him. I'll try not to get involved with too many more of the details, but basically, I was pregnant with our second child. She was due to be born the very next day. My daughter Eve, who's with me today. Love that Burlington Northern. I was gonna wait. Eve was turning 1 the very next day, so we were a young family and we'd just begun. The struggle began that day, and it was nothing but a struggle. Even though Rob's a wonderful man, he was worth sticking by. He's my best friend. He's my husband, the love of my life. I just couldn't see leaving someone like that. We spent the next 20 years kind of reaching for a way to survive emotionally, I guess heal also, but the government just having to visit him, the little girls having to go through hell to see their father, the stigma that people around us just attach to us without knowing us as human beings, but I had no idea that struggle would last as long as it did. I guess a lot of the healing, now that I look back, couldn't even start until Robert came home. And I'm happy to say that after 20 years, he did return home last year at the end of September. So we're still trying to deal with it. We're still trying to put it in perspective. I think I would like to turn it over now to my daughter Eve and let her share with you a little bit about what it's been like for her with her dad in prison, and perhaps a little bit about how it is now.
Thank you, Mom. I'm here today to represent any other child that sits there in the visiting room for 5 to 6 hours trying to get the most out of their parent. It's been a real struggle to maintain a normal life with an absent father. I'm sure there's plenty of you out there who understand how it feels. And the point today is, what can we do about it? Why are people that we love sitting in prison when they never hurt a single person? This is what angers me the most, is that my dad has never hurt anyone. And to me, that sentence he received was for helping people. He was helping people, and now it's a medical tolerance, and that's awesome. But why did he sit there for 20 years? He missed an entire generation for nothing, for helping people and trying to support his family. He never hurt a single fucking person. Excuse my language, but it is angering. It really frustrates me when there are rapists who sit there for 4 years and then they come home and they're, it's really frustrating. And the hardest part now is, what can we do about it? How do I make up for 20 years of just seeing him through in a visiting room? It's been a real struggle, and it will be an ongoing transition until the day I die. I will never know what it felt like to have my dad home with us. And now, I'm moving on with my life, and we're still trying to make up for this time. And if you know anybody that's in prison or know somebody who's in prison, they need support. They need your support as much as you can give, because it's a tough thing to deal with. You can't do anything about them sitting there. There were endless years of fear of his health, and there were countless times where we didn't know when he was coming home. Oh, a bill's gonna pass, Dad's gonna be home. I waited till I was 21 years old for him to come home. So I really appreciate you listening today, and stay strong, stay by the ones you love, and never give up hope. Thank you very much. And one last thing, my dad's here today. It was a little overwhelming for him to, participate, so he won't be speaking, but I just wanted to say hello back there. Raise your hand, Dad. Hi. I love you.
Love you, Robert. Thank you, everyone.